The evolution delusion. Evolutionists attempted to salvage a semi-materialism by proposing that souls and spirits evolved from bodies. Robert Jastrow, founder and for many years director of the Goddard Institute for Space Studies, theorized that had evolution been going on for billions of years longer on some planets than on Earth, it might have produced non-physical entities now inhabiting our universe in disembodied form. Being non-physical and thus free from the limitations of space, matter, and time, they could theoretically have instant access to any part of the material universe. The utterly hopeless mathematical odds against the molecules comprising the tiniest cell ever coming together into the proper order by chance prove that evolution is impossible. Period. It couldn't even get started at the molecular level. End of discussion. For example, Sir Fred Hoyle, world-renowned astronomer and one of the most creative scientists of the 20th century, calculated that the odds of producing, by chance, only the enzymes necessary for life were 1 in 10 with 40,000 zeros added. He claimed that, quote, everyone knows it's impossible, end quote. Yet it continues to be taught because supporting the theory is essential to maintaining one's academic standing. Nevertheless, Jastrow's hypothesis is interesting for other reasons. Quote, life that is 1 billion years beyond us may be far beyond the flesh and blood form that we would recognize. It may have escaped its mortal flesh to become something that old-fashioned people would call spirits. And so how do we know it's there? Maybe it can materialize and then dematerialize. I'm sure it has magical powers by our standards, end quote. Imagine scientists attempting communication with, quote, highly evolved, end quote, non-physical entities. Physical science has no means of either identifying these entities or verifying the truthfulness of their intentions or what they say. If demons, which are Satan's minions, actually exist, as the Bible declares, they themselves couldn't have invented a more seductive lie to opening the door for contacting and deceiving mankind. Clearly, the only means of contact would be through spirit mediums who claim the ability to communicate with such entities. What a setup for Satan. In fact, as we have documented elsewhere, the messages that come allegedly from the spirit world, whether through mediums, channelers, during yogic trance, mental telepathy, under hypnosis, or other similar means, consistently communicate the same lies with which the serpent deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden. This can hardly be a coincidence.
This message continues on the following disc.